Hi, welcome to the True Mind Tarot channel. My name is Juhi and I hope everyone is doing well. I'm going to do a new kind of spread, and that is love. I mean, who doesn't want to know about love? So I'm going to do the earth signs first. So Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. And this is actually the third time that I'm doing this, which allowed me to change decks because I'm gonna do it all over again. I was using the Rider-Waite, but I'll be using the Gilded Tarot now. I feel Spirit was telling me anyway to use this deck, and then I was like, no, I'm gonna use Rider-Waite. And then I was almost to the end of the video, and then my phone just, I don't know, the video just stopped. I don't know, it just, I don't know. It felt like the way of Spirit telling me, this isn't it. You can skip ahead to your own zodiac sign if you don't want to go through all the earth signs, because I will post the timestamps below in the description. I already prepared the decks. And let's just see what's going on for you. Let's start with Taurus. Taurus first. Need to look at past, present, future. And of course future is always like it's always up to you and the other what's going on. But just let's see what the upcoming energies are based on how energies are right now. Okay. No, a little bit more. What is up for Taurus in the month of July in regards to love? What is love look like in July for Taurus? Okay. I am just gonna pull 9 cards, and starting with the first 3 in the past energy, then current energy, and upcoming energy. It's the first time I'm doing it like this, but I feel like Spirit is telling me to do it this way, so that's what I'm doing. And let's look at the bottom of the deck, Knight of Swords. And I also would like to draw 1 oracle card, the Soul's Journey, to see what like the general theme is for you for July in regards to love. There's a helicopter flying over. I wonder if you can hear that in the video. Okay, guilt. I believe this one came out too in the first reading, but I can't believe, I don't remember. I feel like it may look like a complete different reading. Let's just see what happens. Okay, for the recent past we have Queen of Wands, 9 of Pentacles, and the Empress. Oh wow, that's a lot of feminine energy. The first row is your energy. The second row is the energy of the connection, and the third row is the energy of the other. And your energy I read as the feminine, and the last one as the masculine. But it can, like, it's not based on gender. So it can be it's interchangeable. Just read it however it resonates for you. I mean, take it however it resonates for you. So it looks like you are lots of, I don't know, I like it. There's a lot of feminine energy in the past, and it's very strong and powerful energy as well. Although the Queen of Wands, she may feel a little bit hesitant to take action, or a little bit insecure about what direction she needs to go. Very fiery and also very sensual energy. And then for the other one is the Empress, which is a major arcana, where the inspiration for an idea and an action is actually birthed into like starting something and birthing something. Also very nourishing and fertile energy. The fact that the Nine of Pentacles is in the middle as the connection feels a little bit, I want to say lonely, but I do want to say single. And if you are in a connection, if you have been in a relationship or still are, perhaps it just shows that you are very independent. And the connection is based on interdependency rather than codependency. And if you are single, then it's just kind of like an indication of that you are quite happy as you are. Although there may be a little bit of insecurity, which may be in regards to a Knight of Swords, that may have been hurtful, communicating hurtful things, or maybe you have been the one communicating perhaps a little bit fast and a little bit blunt, but it was truthful, but maybe not with tact. And it may be in regards about guilt that you feel, or that you feel that another should feel, or perhaps the words that you spoke are resulting in feelings of guilt. Let's see where this goes in current energies. For you, the Seven of Wands, or Divine Feminine. For the connection, we have Page of Wands. Wands, and Four of Cups coming up for the energy of the other, or Divine Masculine. Seven of Wands, you may feel a little bit overwhelmed, may get a lot of attention and you don't know how to distribute your attention. It may also be that you feel attacked, and that may be this Knight of Swords that approaches you with harsh truths that may make you feel guilty. So it's definitely can be a little bit a defensive kind of energy. And for your person, or the Divine Masculine, there is the energy of I think a little bit of a receptive energy, considering something that is coming toward him and not in a rush to either take it or leave it. It's I think traditionally this card is often interpreted in a way that somebody is oblivious of not seeing what is offered to him and not taking it therefore. This person seems to be very aware, and I think this may be something about being whoever you allow in your life, whoever you choose to interact with, and whatever you choose to do in your life is coming from a place that is connected to emotions, to the heart space, to your feelings, rather than out of guilt or obligation. And I feel like the Divine Masculine is taking the time to feel like, oh, will I take this cup because I feel obligated to do so, or do I really want to take this cup? So I feel like it's very discerning, which is a good thing. Page of Wands. A new beginning may not want to doesn't seem to start off, and it may be depending on this cup, where there the Divine Masculine takes this cup. It may also be depending on what this person, how this the Divine Feminine, perhaps if she can surrender, perhaps just say I'm sorry for whatever the Knight of Swords is bringing her. And perhaps it's just also the being overwhelmed and not being able to discern what the direction is that the relationship should go in, because there seems to be some sort of overwhelming energy currently. And how to bring this timeline together. Yeah, it's consideration. There are options, and there are either options or there is too much coming into your way, and it's nothing is chosen yet. Nothing is set in stone yet, and unless that choice is made, nothing new can start. So if you're single, it looks like a little bit like you may be a little bit longer single, at least from the energy that is current right now, which there seems to be indication of single energy. Yeah, and feel with your heart whatever you need to. Don't let guilt make you choose anything. Okay, let's see what's coming up for the future energy. The Emperor. Oh, I really like that the Emperor is showing up and the Empress as well, because that seems to be like a counterpart, possibly a counterpart relationship. And I also like that it is here the Divine Emperor shows up for the Divine Feminine, and the Empress shows up for the Divine Masculine. So there definitely seems to be some sort of mirroring going on and collaboration. Emperor, though, is somebody who may lose sight of foundations and structure, either losing yourself in the superorganization, like almost like a little bit of an obsessive and a rigid energy, or the opposite of that, which is like chaos and disorganization, just kind of losing it. And it may be like it's just kind of upsetting energy brought in by the swords, that's like upsetting the organization, the foundation that is there. And then for the Divine, oh that's cool, for the Divine Masculine, the Queen of Swords shows up. And in the middle, for the connection, in the future connection, we have the Two of Pentacles. Show it like this. There seems to be a need to balance out the organization and the structure versus speaking the truth. And this is truth spoken from lived experience, which may be harsh perhaps, or comes across detached, but actually it is really like it's maybe like what you don't want to hear, but what you need to hear. I think the Empress was also upside down, right? It was also reversed or not, I can't remember. Yeah, so both the Empress as the Emperor are in reverse, but I think there is a potential for them to be right up and recognize each other as each other's divine counterpart. But there is some balancing that needs to be done. Yeah, there is some sort of like defensiveness about a truth. I feel like you may have been operating from a place that seemed very solid and reliable, and then somebody comes in rushing forward with the wisdom, and this might be happening in the future very soon. It's already happening. Depends. I mean, time is not linear, right? So whenever you read this will be relevant for you, and this may have already been in the past, happening right now, or in the future. Anyway, this is for the future energy right now. It looks like this truth is coming in, and it's a foundational truth. It's because it's lived by this Queen of Swords that is held in the divine masculine energy. So the divine masculine needs to speak up and needs to speak out some truth, which it's not quite a tower moment. So it's not like the whole world is upside down, but it may be a little bit of a shock to the divine feminine, and yeah, like like a shock, and like suddenly feeling guilty. I mean, like even like what's happening on societal level right now, a lot of people are having feelings of guilt or remorse. And there should be a balance. I think like the person who's speaking the truth is perhaps asked to kind of moderate, be a little bit more tactful perhaps. And the other person shouldn't be, the divine feminine shouldn't be blinded by structure, strategy, and possibly be, and therefore overlooking what needs to be seen. And it's actually like, it really makes the divine masculine reconsider whether he wants to take that cup, yes or no. And the divine feminine at the same time seems to be overwhelmed by holding up all those structures. It's not the 10 of Wands, but she does feel to be overwhelmed. And perhaps it's coming from a place of guilt that she is feeling like she needs to be holding all of those wands, needs to take them on all at the same time. Which is like a distorted, right? Like she actually is the Queen of Wands, but she seems to have lost sight of that. And the Queen of Swords is here to tell her. And perhaps with a little bit of a Knight of Swords energy. And then I think, however, like there is a very independent energy going on, which may not be as necessary. Maybe there may be a little bit more of a cooperation. It makes me think of this episode of How I Met My Mother. So random how this comes up. And then you have this couple, Barney and Robin, and they are planning their marriage, but they are not communicating with one another. They're completely... they're so independent and have a lot of confidence that they don't think of asking for the opinion or just like kind of use their partner as a sounding board just to see where they are at and what level, at what page they are at. And so they completely miss each other. So they are in a relationship, but they're like alone in that relationship. If you are single, it is perhaps because you are keeping yourself, there's a little bit maybe of feeling overwhelmed with all the things you need to be doing, or you believe to need to be doing in order to be ready for a relationship. And the harsh truth of that is that that's not true. It's just perhaps there's some fear to make a connection with somebody else, and you're keeping yourself busy in order for you to avoid a situation in which you possibly could be rejected by somebody. That's the feeling. Okay, I am trying to keep this short. I want to pull one more card as a closing message from Spirit, to give you some advice how to navigate through love in July for you, Taurus. Yeah, almost like you may be too self-reliant. Bring love into the situation. Yeah, that makes sense. There may be like an over-obsession with those structures in which you lose sight of love and being receptive to the other. and that may result in somebody coming in and just letting you know where they are at in regards to how you are operating. It looks like you're operating with all the best intentions, but it's it's hurting other people. And now I feel like, don't feel guilty about it. I think you just need to, it's just a little bit of a wake up call. It's not so bad. Okay. New moon in Aquarius. Bring love into the situation. And that is also true for the divine masculine that comes in as the Queen of Swords. Bring love into those words. The words of truth that need to be spoken. Okay, and let's move on to the next sign, and that's going to be Capricorn. Cut the cards. Capricorn. That was a complete different read from the first one, so I might be tapping in. There was something about loneliness, I believe, for Taurus, but maybe I'm just stepping into a different relationship, or maybe just on a different level. Capricorn, one more time. Okay, Spirit. What's going on for Capricorns in regards to love for the month of July? What's going on for Capricorn? Oh, that was for the month of July. I feel like I need to cut it one more time. Oh, that didn't help. One more time. Yeah, that's much better. Okay. Spirit, what's going on for Capricorns in the month of July, in their love life? What's going on? And forgot to say this in the beginning, but love life doesn't have to be romantic per se. It can be family, friendship, work related. Capricorn, what's going on for you in your love life for the month of July? What's going on? Okay, there it is. I'm gonna pull 9 cards. Just on top of the deck. Bottom of the deck, Empress in reverse. We just had this for Taurus. So, yeah, this showed up as for the other person, for the significant other for Taurus, or the divine masculine. So that may be relevant to you, maybe in relation to a Taurus or another Capricorn. And then one oracle card just to see what the overall theme is for you in regards to love relationships in the month of July. This is the overall theme. What? Pew! This explosion, but this one comes out doubt. I release the need to know all the answers. There's some sort of surrendering energy there. Green around the heart space. And I noticed too here that Venus is on the background here, for this, which is like the ruling planet for the Empress, which is also green. So there seems to be, and Venus is a lot about love and relationships anyway. Yeah, so there may be doubt this month about relationships and around the heart space. Okay, for the recent past we have the 6 of Wands, the Hierophant in reversed, and 9 of Swords in reverse. 6 of Wands is your energy, Hierophant in reverse is the connections energy, and Nine of Swords is your person's energy, or however it resonates. And I read this as a divine feminine and this as a divine masculine for me as a reader as well. Recent past. It looks like there may be. I feel like you're like contracts with the Hierophant, which is reversed, and I almost feel like a contract was broken or is not forged as it was supposed to be. So maybe there was a marriage up hand that has been cancelled or proposed. I'm sorry if that's the case. It may also be that it is upcoming, but it's like it was in the recent past. It was not an option yet, or something was blocking it, and something is changing. And I feel like that may be the case because the Six of Wands is here for you, and the divine feminine energy. So it is something that you are being recognized and celebrated by other people, like you have accomplished something, and your person seems to is dropping all the anxiety and stress and perhaps nightmares that he or she had around this connection. So there may have been some sort of stress around this contract for your person or for you, however it resonates for you. And perhaps that is the victory for you, the fact that this person can let the anxiety go. And I also feel that this person or divine masculine may have experiencing this stress in relation to religion or family, of how other people perceive this relationship. Perhaps there's fear of the relationship not being accepted because based on cultural differences, religious, or I don't know, something about that your environment is not okay with, which for the divine feminine in one of you in the environment it is accepted, and in the other one perhaps not. But it seems to be in the recent past that the worries about that are dissolving. Okay, let's see what the current energy is. And we have the Knight of Cups, another horse, the Devil in reverse, and the Seven of Cups in reverse. This is you, the connection, and this is your person. You are ready to bring forth your cup of love into this relationship. And I do find it interesting that I think there may be something about religion going on, as like both the Hierophant, which is like the priest, plus the devil show up, right? Like they seem to be like almost like opposites. And the devil, the illusions, attachments, possibly addictions, and also the addictions and attachments that we have to our belief systems and patterns of thinking, seem to be like there is a release of that, which is very nice. And I think that release has to do with whatever is tied up in this contract, which was possibly blocking from this contract to be made. I don't know if I mentioned it, but this may have to do with a marriage, or just being able to be together openly, like for everybody to see, you know, like not a secret relationship. And then for your person or the divine masculine, the Seven of Cups is also in reverse. So I feel like this has to do with the letting go of illusions, and also possibly just choosing one cup, because here it can also, like when it is right side up, it can be dreaming, illusions, daydreaming, but also a little bit delusional, unrealistic, and confused about what cup to take. And that confusion may have been there in regards to possibly family, peer pressure told your person or divine masculine to choose a certain kind of cup, but your person saw different cups as well, among which your cup that you are bringing. And there's the end of illusions. I have a feeling it becomes very clear to this person to from all these 7 cups to recognize which cup to take, and that becomes possible because the attachments and illusions around all the other cups are dropped, no longer play a role in it. So yeah, it feels like a lot of clarity, and also cutting cords with external pressure seems to be relevant, and it seems to be like you are very persistent here and very clear in what you want. I feel like you're holding space for the divine masculine or for your person in this regard. And it can also of course be that you are that your significant person is the one who's holding space for you. Just take it as it resonates. Okay, let's go to the future outcome. 6 of Pentacles in reversed, Ace of Swords. Oh, I really like that for the connection. And 6 of Cups in reverse as well. Interesting. For the divine feminine or for you is the 6 of Pentacles. How interesting that we have 2 6s here, right? And they're both upside down. It would be funny if there would be a third 6, because then we have, you know, in a way there are 3 6s, like 666. So that may be significant to you. What to make out of this? I think this is where, because the card comes out reversed, I think for you, I think you are stepping out of the game of balancing, of who, I don't know, I feel like, what is this? There's something, when the card is like this, I read it as an imbalance, and that can be like an energetic imbalance, or it may actually be financial, or just the effort or commitment or dedication that you put into a relationship. And for me, how it looks like is almost like where possibly both of you have been waiting for the blessing of the family or relationship of your person. You just let it go, like you just, and that's why this is what you're bringing forward, is that cup. No matter whether there is the approval, the external approval or not. And 6 of Cups. I think it's interesting, there is a cup here, 6 cups, and then we have the 7 of Cups here. Yeah, these are the 6 other cups that your person or the divine masculine is dropping and ready to receive this cup that the divine feminine or you is ready to bring forward. And doing so, it's really it's truth that is communicated by the action. and even possibly in relationship to the family, and cord cutting with everything that is no longer serving you and actually blocking you from entering this relationship, which is possibly a destined relationship. I don't like to say destined, but one that you may have known each other in a past life, or you may have had a connection earlier in this lifetime. But it may feel very familiar, and you're both stepping out of external validation or approval. You're really cutting those cords and choosing your own. Yeah, so it may be like a relation that needs a little bit needs to be fought for. It's not easy. It's not just boy meets girl or boy meets boy or girl meets girl or whatever labels there are. That is just naturally like coming forward. It's a little bit of a fight, and there is commitment and persistence needed, and there may be doubt at a time, but if you let go of that doubt, you are birthing, you are like the relationship, the connection that you dream of. You are actually bringing it forth with this action, bringing your heart to the relationship. I think that is, so it's like a manifesting, birthing energy. If you let go of the doubt, just really listen to your heart. Okay, let's see what Spirit has for you for the month of July in regards to love, relationships, how to navigate July in regards to love. Okay, this one. This jumping out. Emotions are running high. Supermoon. Yeah, supermoons are when the moon is closer to Earth than usual. So it actually looks bigger than a regular full moon. And where a regular full moon is already emphasizing whatever is present, especially emotionally, like it's kind of amplifying that. So yeah, it may be you really may need to hold space, and you may really be challenged, really need to go through the fire together to get rid of whatever is externally blocking you. And as it looks at the table, you have the power to let this energy blocking you from coming together, or take up that sword and cut out what you no longer need and what is blocking you from being in union. Okay, Capricorn, that seems like a beautiful and love story to me. It really seems like you're choosing each other, although there may be a lot of doubts thrown onto you externally that you may internalize. And I feel like that is more so for the divine masculine, however it resonates, than it is for the divine feminine. Divine feminine seems really like holding the space and persistence, and holding up the cup of love to make it, to cut through the bullshit and make bullshit, did you hear me say that? And get to this union. It's there for you. And I really like that too. It's confirmed with the Empress energy. Like the Empress is really holding the space for this relationship at this time. Okay, and then Virgo. I was hoping to do like a 30-minute video. 40 now. I think it's still okay. Easy to lose track of time in conversation with spirit in this way. cards. Okay, Virgo, what is up for you for the month of July for your love relationships? Virgo, what is up for you for your love relationships? Woo! This one is already jumping out. I'm not gonna take it, but Temperance jumping out. And one more time. Virgo, what is up for you in regards of love for the month of July? What is up for you? Oop, okay, here we go. It's like, stop. Okay, so we stop. Pull 9 cards. First 3 for recent past. And then 3 for current energy. And 3 for upcoming energies, outcome. And on the bottom we have the Hermit. I think we had the Hermit the first, one of the readings I did. It's the one before, I'm not sure. So it looks like you're coming out of your shell. Out of your shellfish. Don't know why I'm saying that. And overall energy for the month of July in regards of love relationships. Wow, doubt is flying out. I'm gonna take it. This one just came out for Capricorn as well. Maybe there's something going on there. Okay, for you in the recent past, King of Pentacles. And for the connection, Page of Pentacles. And for your person and divine, wow. Divine masculine is the Queen of Pentacles. I love, this is like, whoa, maybe there's a family. I've never seen these 3 like next to each other like this, coming out in a reading. And perhaps you are a family. That is interesting. Queen of Pentacles and King of Pentacles. This seems to be a very nurturing and balanced relationship and a true pair, because you have the Queen and the King of the same suit. And I also like that the King is here for the divine feminine and the Queen is here for the divine masculine. So there seems to be a balance there. Perhaps it is a very new relationship and you're like this in the recent past, so perhaps you just started dating and starting to know each other, getting to know each other face, like studying with a page. And King of Pentacles is in reverse. What does it mean? It may be he's holding back a little bit. The King of Pentacles really likes it to be rich and abundant and share his richness and wellness and well-being with other people. And the divine feminine, so there's a masculine energy in the divine feminine in and or around that is holding back a little bit, kind of. Maybe you're not showing yet how you don't, perhaps you are very rich and you just don't want the other person to see yet how rich you are, because there may be some doubt. Also, like you are just maybe it's something to do with a previous relationship, like a separation, in which you were very stable and you're just coming out of a hermit. So maybe you're just starting dating again, and perhaps you don't know how much you have to share yet. So there may be some doubt around that. So for the current energy, the World for you, divine feminine, I really like that. For the connection, Page of Wands, again Page, yeah, this seems to be a new connection, very young. And the Knight of Swords for the divine masculine. Huh. I think the divine masculine wants to know where the divine feminine is at. And that's possibly based on this behavior that the divine masculine feels it. So comes forward with the Knight of Swords energy. I am demanding possibly some truth. Like, hey, where are we at? Like, we are, you know, what is happening between us. And I also feel like the Wands energy is connected to the fire element, and it is upside down. It's reversed. Jeez. It's reversed, and it feels a little bit like something that is just ignited and just started and just starting to explore may already, like a candle that is already extinguished. It feels a little bit like that. It just started, but it's already extinguished, possibly. And while that is happening, you are in this energy. You are ending a cycle and starting one. Yeah, it may, you know, it looks a little bit like it looks a little bit like something that started as a rebound energy, a rebound relationship that may be better than what you could expect. And it was like who would expect like a true pair coming up right away, right after you come out of a relationship. And perhaps it had nothing to do with another relationship. Perhaps you have been doing a lot of self-healing. You're coming out of that hermit energy, and because you come out of it and you have been learning a lot of that in your hermit energy, and done a lot of healing, you come out as a king of pentacles, but you don't quite recognize yet what you're worth. And it looks right now, that's in the past, and now it looks like you embrace that energy and you can recognize yourself. But perhaps you are, because you're still kind of focused on yourself, you may have let this pruder out. And the Queen of Pentacles, or the divine masculine, is like, hey, where are you at? What's going on between us? Okay, let's see what is the upcoming energy. Oh my god! Virgo, Ace of Pentacles. So this is like for the divine feminine. This is universe telling you, is nudging you. There's something like your wish fulfillment is coming true, and possibly just, I don't know, I really feel this is very much related to this. And I feel like if you are in a relationship and you're ready to have children, I feel like that this pentacle may be this, with a Page of Pentacle here. And maybe I just really want to say that. Ace of Pentacles, and then the card for the connection. Oh my god, 10 of Cups. This is like the ultimate love, fulfillment, relationship, everything that you can dream of. And this is very traditional, but just fill it in however your dream of a fulfilled relationship looks like, of your life in relation with another. Everything is there. A house, a rainbow, there's a cat, and there are 2 women and bees. That's interesting. In a traditional card you see actually a family, a man, woman, and I think 2 children. And here it's 2 women and a cat. So take that as it resonates. And I almost feel like, am I going to say it? No, I'm not going to say it. Okay. No, I am going to say it. I feel like they are threading something. They are making something, and perhaps it's clothing for a little baby suit. Okay, now I said it. The bees are like very like nectar of life, nectar of love. Oh my god. For the divine masculine, wheel of fortune for your person. This is a very blessed relationship, and it already looked like that because the king of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles showed up. But what is upcoming for you is this beautiful, fulfilling energy. The divine masculine is also ready to change gears, I guess, together with you after you've brought him up to speed. I'm saying him because I'm talking about divine masculine. It doesn't have to be a man, biologically speaking, or how you resonate. You are building a future together. That's where you are moving to, and Spirit is telling you, if you have forgotten, like this is a don't doubt it. This is given by Spirit to you, and you deserve it because you have been doing some hard work and you've come out as a King of Pentacles. I'm gonna put it right side up. I think it's ready. Wow, Virgo, that is amazing. That looks like a very happy relationship coming your way. Either in relationship with another or within yourself. If you're single, this is like this a huge awakening and union of divine masculine and divine feminine energies starting to integrate and collaborate, work together within you. And this is the message from Spirit, and it says full moon in Capricorn. The end of a tough cycle approaches. Yeah, so it may, yeah, I really feel like that's this. You're coming out of that hermit energy because you have done healing. You've come possibly out of a very damaging relationship before that, and you're ending it, and before you know it, a new cycle is starting, and it's bringing forth a beautiful, destined, I don't like to say destined because it sounds like you don't have a choice in it, but it's, yeah, one that is guided by Spirit. And enjoy, Virgo. Thank you for watching, and I'll be making videos also for the other elements if you interested to see whatever else is going on, because we also carry all the energies of all the zodiacs, as well as we do carry energies of both the masculine and divine feminine. Okay, this video is almost an hour now. I think that's all good. It's all good. Okay, I wish you a very happy month of July. Ciao.